right back.
Do you know how many doors I've knocked on today?
Huh?
How many doors I've knocked on today?
You can knock on doors. Does it actually make sound when your little knuckles like knock on it?
Yes? Oh, what is... Wait. Is this meant to be open?
I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't snoop around.
Too bad. The door is open. I'm snooping around.
He's...
What do you want?
We're, looking for some people. Or a group. Or someone. But the person that's gonna be asking questions is not here, so that kinda sucks.
You're here for a reading.
Say again?
Are you here for a reading?
No. We're not. There's been some notes that were left on some residents, and houses and stuff, with like blood on it, and stuff written in blood.
Person that has the questions, bring him forth when he's ready.
He's currently out there somewhere, but someone's getting him.
Very well.
Can I ask you something? I'm curious about this totem here.
Ask your questions.
No one...
Indeed.
Here he is. This is the person you want to talk to.
Enter.
On the note left on no one's door, it described the antlers and the skull here with the chains. Do you want us to come in?
The person that has to ask the question. Enter.
No one.
Rest of you remain outside.
He wants you to come in. We told him that you can, that you have the questions for him because you know the most. I guess.
What is your question? What is your name?
My name is no one. My questions are, what was with the note left on my tomb, and who was it from?
The tomb. Where is your tomb?
My tomb was located right outside the Dafari camp in the south, by the river, right by the faction hall.
I see. Interesting. What happened to your tomb?
I have moved into a place known as Dunwich, so my tomb was dismantled.
Interesting. And why were you in the tomb?
Well, that goes back millennia. When I was born, my mother tried to gouge my eyes out of my fucking head. Then when they grew back, for fear that I would destroy things, kill people, whatever the hell the case may be, I was sealed in a tomb for all eternity. I am not sure how or why, but it seems that the seals that kept me in have been broken.
Interesting. And what are you that you would need to be kept in a tomb beside your eyes being gouged out?
Well, I have wounds that continue to bleed to this day, thousands of years later. I am an elf, as far as I am aware, but I have been called many things.
Fascinating. Have you seen a doctor?
last time I awoke and was somehow allowed out of my tomb, but yet I was still there, inhabiting a different body. I did. And they said there was nothing that they could do.
Did he come back here?
Interesting.
Okay, good.
He's inside.
Gotcha.
You have piqued my curiosity.
The most common thing that I was called was a demon. But
Oh yes, you'll find many of those running around.
I believe I have met a few, actually.
Not all demons are evil. The common man. No, I am curious. How is it you inhabited another body? It gave you the powers of possession.
I am not sure. Every time I have awoken before in another body, I was bound to something, someone. Not of free will completely. Almost as if a slave for war.
Are you troubled by this?
I have had many years of slumber and thinking. Nothing really bothers me anymore. I was just worried a little bit about whether or not the note was a threat, just so that I would know who to go after if that would be the case.
Is that all?
That is the main part. I am also very intrigued by the fact that the seal has been broken and it seems I am in my own body for once.
Well, it's a good thing. The note upon your tomb as an advertisement. My services to read the rooms, to say hello.
That is much different than the first person who actually read the note to me had stated. They saw it as some form of threat and got me on guard.
It is always that way with those that do not understand the nature of the arcane and runes. Younger races have forgotten much.
Well, I should probably tell you that I cannot read, so I sought out help just to read the note.
You may come out of the rain.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You may feel rest assured that it was not a threat to your tomb, though I am intrigued. That's the powers that I put upon the runes that have awakened you, and have somehow made you whole. You are welcome. You are welcome. As well as in the future, should you decide, you may come and have the rooms ready for you. The greatest of which is 12. Perhaps you might see some insight to your curiosities of the past.
Indeed. what exactly am I?
I would have many theories to that question, of course, but until the rules are ready, not know for certain. I will need a few days to prepare. We will read the runes to get insight on your past. 3 days.
Sounds good to me.
Very good. If for some reason not see me here waiting on you, patiently remain. I will arrive.
Indeed.
Now that you are all here, are there any questions?
Not that I can think of.
Well, we were here in the first place for those notes that were left that I told you about. Notes were written in blood. Which blood we're not sure of. Could be human, could be animal. But there was a sigil of some sorts left on it. A skull with antlers on it. And chains, I believe, is what you said, Nix.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Much
Yes,
like
that's
what
what-
is standing outside of the building here.
We're wondering if you know of any other places that have such things. Or a sigil like that.
Few, actually, yes. Now you pique my curiosity. Have you seen this before, my note?
I have seen it on the note.
No,
I've seen it on every note.
not in my notes. But have you seen this previously before my advertisements? Some form of warning. Or are you just curious?
I guess we were just curious what it meant.
The antlered skull and the 3 heads on a chain is indeed my banner. The fine odds you've seen upon us, this is of another matter. I suppose you
Haven't
could
seen any
not
of
see
the notes, but
them other than blood. Am I correct in this assumption?
I believe so. There was blood, right? Nix?
Yes.
You're certain?
That was all. Yeah, definitely.
Tiny
Understandable.
little pictures. But aside from the tiny little pictures, I couldn't make out anything else.
Now, closer to the truth of the matter. Very fine drawings of bone.
Indeed.
Are there any more questions?
I don't have any. I haven't received any of the notes, so... I was just wondering if
book
you knew
here.
anything about it.
A man came to Dunwich a few days ago and left one of these books with me, very similar to this one. Is he known to you?
Ah, Scar.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes. Do you have questions about the book?
I'm just curious why he was at Dunwich and why he left the book.
Because of what has
Is
been
he
seen
interested?
there.
Okay.
Unlike any
Just
other.
you're talking about the magic platform, yes.
Yes. The design is just not typical of that of a simple magic school. It's something more in its design. And to my understanding, you are not at liberty to discuss that.
No. You would have to speak to the architect or Mayor Whately.
Noted. I will make an effort at some point, I'm sure. Yes, I have seen those particular totems in other places.
Would you be able to tell us where?
I could, but what significance would that bear upon no one's curiosity and yours regarding the note? I will tell you this, I know of 4 places.
Okay.
That is all you'll get.
And are we supposed to look for these places?
I see they have very little significance at all to myself. I do not know these people.
Okay.
Should you wish to find them out of curiosity, there's nothing in the universe stopping you. Judging by your silence, you have either witnessed something or have received something or seen something, and this has startled you.
I mean, no one and I joined together because, well, he had the note that was written from the rune seer, and I had the visit from Scar, who was, I guess, bringing messages from the rune seer. I'm assuming you are the rune seer, or you at least know who he is.
Indeed, we are in the correct place.
Yes, you are. I am the Inquisitor, and Seer is not here presently. But I do know the craft.
Do you know anything about what's happening in the lands with Lord Crowley?
I know a great deal. Sadly, disturbing.
Is there any information that you can give us about that? something that might help us fight against him, even.
Perhaps.
Anything you have foreseen.
Runes have read.
anyone that could...
Continue.
Oh no, it's fine. You go on.
Runes have read. That there is a disturbance within the folds. Those that would be held close and trusted, sometimes even the closest, be those that would stab you in the back, because you trust them.
So, wait. We're trusting someone that we shouldn't?
Rules spoke of betrayal, lest I wrote them. Betrayal from within the houses.
From every house.
From every house.
So, I would like to assume, are you implying that someone from each house is helping Lord Crowley? Or am I just going off on a tangent here? Or are you
That
saying
is what
that's
the
just
rules
happening?
read. Now, there's also... There's also the one room. It read of parallel or duplication, duplicity, a mirror, a cloud division, that implied that one might have received information from within the house. Speaking, though might not entirely be betrayal, but have simply been word. That's much I can confirm as well, myself having been witness to it. In fact, now is the biggest point of these lands that those go to socialize, and often forget where they are. Speak freely. I'm surprised that it only just now recently been noticed about two individuals constantly standing in the corner observing and listening to all that is said. Believe
Statues?
Yes.
I think a lot of people notice them, they just choose to not be cautious.
Ignore them. Exactly.
I speak directly to them when I see them. However, in most cases, it is quite nonsensical, pointless banter.
Never trust a statue that does not speak.
They have all spoken to me.
Only until recently have they begun to speak to people, once they had finally been noticed. Consider the flower that grows in the field. It is seen and never smelled. It simply grows and remains until someone gets curious. elusive snake in the grass. I could tell you no more than this for now. There is a shifting exists, a shifting in the signs, and the runes have become disturbed, and the seer has to focus upon them.
No, and was there anything else that you needed to know or ask?
I have already asked everything I needed to. Answers will come later.
Okay.
You as well. And you as well.
Me.
Listen, yes, should anyone wish to have the runes read? In time. After 3 days, though. Should you be ever curious about what the runes have to say? Then.
Much to say. Not about me, anyway.
Same here. Maybe some other time.
You will be surprised at how much the runes reveal. Then again, that is through your own eyes as well.
So in 3 days we'll meet again, yes?
If that is your wish to come by, yes.
Okay, that gives us time.
Say your paths. May the shadows guide you.
And you too. We won't keep you any longer.
Indeed.
No one? We'll talk about this when we get home.
Still a few things at home.
He was probably just cranky.
That too. We only did have like 4 hours of sleep or something.
Oh no. Good luck with him, Elizabeth. Just remember you have the pan if you need it.
Yep.
No worries. Have fun.
I was not prepared for any of this yet. Holy crap. I was like on the fly. Shit. I had to stream that little bit because I was not expecting this. Oh, fui. I was not intending on streaming right now, but they were coming at my door, knocking on my door, and I was like, I need a moment, damn it. I wasn't even ready. And it would have been very rude and impolite to ignore the banging on the doors and everything like that, so I'm gonna do this. I winged it as best as I could. I need to read the runes again this evening. So I actually will take a picture of these runes that I have and the art sharing thing or whatever. So hey, look, I do have runes. And I do take a picture of a reading once. We'll think about runes. The runes and tarot cards work pretty much the same way. Tarot cards have a little bit more meaning because you have imagery there and you can define it a little bit better, more definition. Runes are a little bit more personal, intuitively. I mean, you can read runes, of course, as well, but it's more interactive with the person. You ask them questions, and you read the runes based off of the intuition and the things that they say. You ask them a simple question, simple feeling, get the simple feeling for what they have, and the runes define that feeling for them. And it helps them have a little bit more of a process in their own mind mentally for discovery. So. Oh boy. Yeah. There was that. It will probably be later when we pick up because I just wasn't ready. I'm eating breakfast and everything like that, so yeah. Yeah. So y'all have a good night. Have a good night.